Right, guys, so let us start today's session. Yesterday, we actually installed the database software. Today, we are going to create the databases. We will have a prod database and dev database. Okay, so let us start the VMs first. So let us wait for VMs to come up.
Hi Arun, good afternoon.
Yeah, hi, who's it?
This is Biswajit from Nairobi.
Hey, Biswajit, how are you?
Fine. I am getting some issue when I am connecting through my laptop, but I am able to connect through my Android.
Okay, what's the issue?
It's saying the password you entered is not correct. I am copying paste, but it's not taking.
Strange problem. We have so many people joined via system, I believe. Hmm.
But the same password I am able to connect through my Android. What happened? Okay, I'm watching through my Android.
Arun, I
Yeah.
also get the same issue when I try to connect, but
All right.
I connect to system.
Okay, let's do one thing. I'll issue a new meeting ID, which will not have a password. That will be easy, right? So all of you can
Arun,
join through it. Yeah.
Arun, when I tried cutting and pasting didn't work. Then I actually typed it as it is. Then it worked.
I was strange
Yeah, the
problem.
cut and paste didn't work. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe a strange thing. This is the first time we are trying with the password. Actually, I'll tell you the reason. We had couple of students, not couple. There was one girl. Um, she actually canceled her enrollment, but we had to somewhere restrict people who are canceling their order. So this lady, she is not free on the weekends, so she cannot join the call. So that's why she opted to join maybe in future. And so the meeting link, if you don't have any restriction, if anybody is having meeting, they can join, right? So that's the reason we had to put the password. But no worries, I'll try to generate a new meeting link for everyone, and we'll have it with all the people who have just enrolled into this course. Okay, so VMs are up, so we should be able to connect. So this is the prod. And let me connect to the other one also, 182. Perfect. So we have the VMs up and running. The next thing we have to do is we have to initiate DBCA and then create a database. Let me start Xming and I'll create the database quickly. We'll switch to Oracle user. Okay. So first what we need to do is we need to edit the bash profile, right? So without bash profile, we won't be able to connect the database. So in the document that I have, which I'll be sharing with this video, and this one I have the bash profile. In this bash profile, there is one new thing that you guys need to understand. For the people who install the database with just two environmental variables, that is Oracle SID and Oracle Home, we also need LD library path. So if you don't have LD library path, your GGSI will not work, or the Goldengate command line interface will not work. Okay, so we definitely need this one. Many people will say like GGSI is not working even though we set the variables. If you don't set this LD library, the GGSI will not work. At least, it will start, but it will not be able to talk to your database. Okay, so let us set this bash profile. Okay, so I'll just exit and switch back to Oracle user. Let us check the environmental variables. Let me just go to this Oracle_home and check whether we see the binaries. Perfect, we have the 12C binaries over there, correct? And then I'll just type SQL plus. So it's working fine. We can see this is 12102. Now on the node 2 as well, we have to set the bash profile. So I'll first get the xauth list, switch to Oracle user, and xauth add. So vi bash profile. Let us put this content over here. Exit, switch back to Oracle. Okay, for the guys like who are also using the same way I use the xauth, in case if you once add the xauth magic cookie, you don't have to add it again and again, even if you switch back to Oracle user. Like I exited right now and switched back till, I don't need to add it again. Okay, so don't add it again and again. It is required only once. And then env grepora will go to Oracle_home. Perfect, we see the binaries. Let us start SQL plus. So it's perfectly working. All the variables are set. Now what we need to do is we need to initiate DBCA. Guys, in this document, even when you're starting the run installer, what all options you have to select, what is the software location, inventory location, everything is already listed. Okay, even with the DBCA. So set the environmental variable start DBCA and create Proddb database with below options. Now one option you need to make sure that you create sample schemas on the Proddb, because later on in the course we'll be also replicating the schema. Like we have the HR schema, right? We'll use Goldengate to replicate the HR schema later on. So only on the prod we'll be creating the sample schemas. And if you look at the Devdb, we are not going to create any sample schemas. Do not check the sample schema option over here. So let us start with prod first. DBCA. Okay, so it's starting. So we'll click on next. I'll go with the advanced mode. General purpose. This will be Proddb and no container database over here. You can see it's mentioned container database unchecked, disabled. Make sure you're not creating any container DB. I mean, Goldengate does support your pluggable DBs as well. So that's a separate case, because every time when you log into the database via Goldengate, you have to use the complete database connection string, like your pluggable database name dot schema name dot table name. So we are not configuring any enterprise manager. Next. So I choose to give the password as sys for both system and sys user. Okay, no listener right now. We don't need any listener in this configuration. And then use common location for all database files. So use common location for all database files. Enable FRA with 20 GB size. So what you can do is over here, just mention it as 20. Okay. And I think we are enabling the archiving right now. Yes. So enable the archiving. Click on next. In this one, you have to create sample schemas. Next. No memory customization. We'll go with the default. Create database. Okay, this is a database summary. Just make sure SID is Proddb. Then I'll just click on finish. This is working for the first server. Let us create the database on the second server, dbca. Okay, everything is same except the sample schema. We'll create database, advanced mode, general purpose. This will be devdb. Next, no em. I'll give it as sys again. Okay, no listener. Use common location, enable FRA, make it 20 GB, enable archiving. Next, no sample schemas, okay? Next, next, create database. Summary, just check this is devdb. Rest all should be fine. Click on finish. So we'll have to wait until these databases are created. Once this is done, we'll be installing the Goldengate. So meanwhile, what I'll do is I'll actually copy the Goldengate
Hello, this is
software.
Yogesh.
Yeah, Yogesh, tell me.
On the target, I believe a batch profile you said SID is Proddb.
Oh, is it?
Yogesh.
Okay, I copied the first part only, right? Any which ways we'll change it.
Yeah,
The Oracle Home is
sure.
fine. So we'll edit the,
Yeah.
thanks for it. Yeah. So once this is done, we'll edit it. Okay guys, so let us put the Goldengate software on WinSCP. So make it run in background. Take a new session 192.168.0.182 Oracle. Okay, so first one is completed. Second one will also complete in some time. Okay, so this looks to take some time. Right guys, so we can use this time if you guys have anything. Today we had a lot of topics to cover, like create the database, install the Goldengate, then database level prerequisites, configure the manager, navigate, basic Goldengate commands, and after that we were even planning to see first replication same schema, same table name replication. Let's see if we can accommodate all this in the time we have remaining. Guys, meanwhile, one more thing. I'll not be in the city from 30th to 5th of September, and I don't want to miss your session on the weekend. So first of all, the place where I'm traveling, I don't know whether I'll have internet access or not. So I'm thinking of alternatives. I'll update you guys what is the alternative. Maybe I'll plan to record your videos on Monday and Tuesday, and then I'll let you watch those videos on weekend so that we don't lose the pace of the session. I mean, it's a family function. I tried to avoid it, but unfortunately I cannot. So I'll keep you guys updated, but from 30th till 5th, I won't have access to emails as well. I mean, definitely I carry my mobile, but I mean, the amount of emails that I'm getting, what I've done is I deconfigured the official email ID on my mobile. So any which ways, I don't know whether I'll have access to my system or the internet in that place, but I'll keep you guys updated about it. The alternative that I have in my mind is to record the sessions and then give you the videos so the we can. So guys, meanwhile this continues, I think we all can take a 5 minutes break and let's be back by my system time 5:47. Okay guys, seems like both the databases are created. Great. So I'll close this one, I'll close this one. Over here we had issue with the bash profile, right? Okay. Okay, looks fine. So the next step is we need to install the Goldengate. So this is where we'll actually get inside the Goldengate part. Okay, we had to copy the zip file. Sorry. We have it. Can we get inside this one? Okay. Okay, let me move it one step up. Okay, so we have this Goldengate zip file, right? So we'll just unzip it and you will see there are a lot of files that gets created when you unzip it. So after unzipping, don't feel like it has been installed into U02. It does not install in U02. So unzip this file. You get some supplemental PDF and XML files just to read about the Goldengate. Okay, let me walk you through the document. Where is the second one? Install Goldengate here. I think from 12c, I'm not sure which version. I think 11.204 or 11.203. In the Goldengate version, they introduced the GUI interface. Earlier it was like you have to install it in a silent mode. There was no runInstaller, but in this 12c Goldengate, you have the runInstaller. So you have a GUI interface to perform the installation. We'll be using the GUI interface, nothing but same like our Oracle runInstaller to install this Goldengate. Okay. Now if I just do ls-lrt, you can see there are so many files that are created, at least I think 3 of them. This is the one. There will be one txt file and there is one PDF file. So ignore that txt and PDF file. So meanwhile, we'll do same on the second one. Okay. Let us unzip the file. So guys, we'll be doing a plain installation like there is a stage in the installation where it says to start the manager. We are not going to do anything. We'll be just installing and then perform our activities from scratch. Like we'll configure manually the manager process and then we'll continue. So ls-lrt. So we have this one, right? Okay, so get inside this one. It will be something like fbo_ggs. Then again you will find this disk one. Get inside this disk one, and here you should find the run installer. Start the run installer. We'll do it one by one. First on Proddb, then on Devdb. See, this Goldengate, the 12c version, it also supports the 11g version of the Oracle database. In case you want to use the 12c Goldengate version for your 11g database, it is available over here. So it depends. In our case, our database version is also 12c, so we'll go with the first option. Next. Okay, the installation location, I prefer to install it under product and then GG folder. We are not going to start manager. We'll configure it manually so that we learn how to configure the manager process. So click next. So software location, make sure it is under Oracle product GG. So don't worry, you can install it anywhere. So it's only my preferred location, so that both the Oracle database and Goldengate resides in same location. If you want, you can create /u01 Goldengate location, anything. This is the like Goldengate home location where Goldengate software will be installed. So click on install. This should be pretty quick. Let us initiate the installer on the second one. Okay, everything is same. No changes in the installation type. So make sure you disable the manager. The installation location, we will go with product and GG. Click next. Install. Okay, it's done on the Proddb. So it's so simple. Click on close. Did you guys observe one thing over here in the disk one? You see a response file. That means you can run this installer in silent mode as well, like how you run your database installer in silent mode. Let us wait for this one to complete. Okay, so this one is also done.